about how to get started in the markets and the things like that. Well, I've decided to first try this software, see how it works, see it's now Lola TV, and supposedly it's going to tie directly into my Instagram account and my YouTube, but we'll see. But fundamentally, what I write about is I help smart, busy people discover why their money behavior makes them broke and how to fix it in five easy steps. So what I want to do here is simply be able to come in from time to time and hit you real quick with some live input as to what I'm hearing from people I'm talking to on radio interviews, which I've got 3 or 4 this week, book comments and the like. But number one, I had a young lady get on today. She's never had any experience in the market. She comes from a family with no experience in the market. She didn't know where to start. She had some extra money. And after the fact, she got a hold of me and said, what should I do? Well, to begin with, she's already put the money into the market. I think that's not the best way to go. I think the best way to go is, number one, sit down and take an inventory of where you are. I talk about this in the book. In the book, I actually lay out 5 steps. Number one, values. What's important about money to you? What do you want to do? What's the intent? What's the end game? Number 2, how do you think and feel about money? Are you risk tolerant? What do you know about how you're going to react to a loss or changes in the market? These are pretty volatile times. Number 3, what is what I call your money knowledge? Not only what do you technically know about money, and this person obviously does not know a lot, but how do you like to process information and bring it in? Once you baseline who you are with regard to your money, then lay out a strategy. And your strategy should include everything you need to do to achieve what is important about money to you, your values. Your strategy is the long game, not what's going to happen next week, but what's going to happen 5, 10, 15 years down the road. And then after you put that all together, then put together an action plan, which is go out and pick the products and services that you want to purchase to help your money grow or achieve what is important to you. The key mistake I think this person has made, and I've seen this all the time. I've done this for years with people. I was a licensed advisor for a long time, worked with hundreds of folks, and a lot of folks that are really smart in a lot of things, but not doing real well with money. The reason I wrote the book is I think it's critical that, number one, you understand who you are with regard to money. And we don't talk about this in financial literacy. We don't teach this in school. We should. Who are you? What's your relationship with money? What's important about money to you? And if that question bothers you, here's what I challenge you to do. Take a look at your checkbook, your bank account, and your calendar. And by looking at those elements, I'm going to tell you very quickly what your money priorities are or what your highest values are. And I'm not judging. There's no right or wrong answer. It could be eating out. It could be collecting art. That is not the point. That's what's important to you. And your plan, your strategy should be aligned with your values. The challenge we have with most of the people I talk to is, number one, they really don't know what they're doing. Number 2, they don't have a clue how they're naturally wired to work with money. Number 3, they've never had any real technical training, or the technical training they've had is old and outdated and it's no longer appropriate. So they just drive forward and it doesn't work. So I hope this helps a little bit. Again, hit me with some questions, tedmcclyman.com, my website, or at tedmcclyman. That's all my social media. But I want to be able to jump on here now and then and just give you some insights and some things I'm getting from folks just like you that have questions about money, particularly people that have never done this before, would never buy a book about money or economics, but probably should, and have questions. So I hope this helped a little bit. I'll jump back in from time to time. Got a couple interviews coming up the next couple of days, 2 radio interviews, and we've got some exciting things happening around the book. Again, everything I talk about comes out of this, Discover Your Money Temperament, a common sense guide to financial security. And this is not a book about money. It's a book about money behavior. Talk to you soon.